I should have shorted, but I didn't. So I'm in a little tiny short here, about 100 grand worth. Guys, if you were here last night, absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. $32,000 in profit from the trade given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from 69.4. Closed it out for a juicy $32,000 profit. And yeah, we have a New York Open this morning, guys. It's going to be important because tomorrow is FOMC. Tomorrow is FOMC. Just between you and me. Tomorrow is FOMC. And I think things could get pretty volatile for FOMC. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know what I'm saying? Do you guys know what I'm saying? Things could get pretty dang volatile for FOMC tomorrow. And so today I have a feeling it's going to be a bit of a range day. You know, a bit of a range day today. But we'll see what happens, because honestly, guys, and I say this with the utmost humility, understanding that these markets at any moment can turn against you. The market makers are always out there trying to wreck us traders, trying to ruin everything that we've been working so hard for the past 25,000 years. But I think, you know, here's the deal. We are in a bear market. And there is always a chance that the top is in when we get these relief rallies. And I was looking for $80,000, but we came up to 76K. And 76K, that's pretty dang close. All right? So could this be a top? We'll discuss it. We will discuss it. We got to give a major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got about 200 viewers. 200 viewers in the chat. Okay. It's not so bad. Let's see if we can't smash up the likes to 200. Shout out to 3QualX. Shout out to Ken D'Agostino and Crypto Coons. God bless you. God bless y'all. I do know what you are, Super Cyan. You know, I don't even remember anything about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. All I know is Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo. I forget the storyline. I forget the plot. I forget it all. You know, there's just no space in my head. No space in my head. Now, here's something else, guys. It is official. It is official. The scalping group is open. Okay, the scalping group is open in the Discord. If you guys want to join the scalping group, what you got to do is come over into my Discord now. And it's the free Discord in the scalping zone. If you are trading on Antarctic, go to the user ID verification channel. Go to the BLOFIN. You can do either one. It doesn't matter which exchange you're trading on. You just have to trade under me. Antarctic, verify your user ID. BLOFIN, verify your user ID. KCEX, come in here manually, type in your user ID, and they will add you. And then you get access to the Scalp discussion channel, as well as the Jason Casper live stream channel when I'm live in here. And I will be going live in here multiple times a week whenever I'm feeling like scalping. I'm just going to come in here and start a scalping. All right, so sign up. Not only do you get access to the exclusive scalping group in the free Discord, link in the description of the video, but you also get VIP level fees for all the exchanges. Because we don't play, baby. We don't play. Shout out to rpink. Shout out to 20 Yeshwanth. Shout out to Glasshopper. And the Static Attack. Alright. Shout out to Simple 3 Jack. And Josh Bryan, who says, let's go. Do I have a portable treadmill? Yeah. I always have these cheap Amazon treadmills. Alright, that's what I like to do. I'm all about the cheap portable treadmills. The treadmills, okay? Let's hop on over now to TradingView. All right, let's head on over to TradingView. And let's just take a look at what's happening here, because honestly, guys, very, very crucial times right now for the Bitcoin price. I mean, things are absolutely getting insane, all right? Things are getting absolutely insane. Depending on what happens here, as I say every video, will determine the future of the Bitcoin price, and here's why. All right, we come over to good old Chrome. Why does it say my liquidation price is $200,000? Well, because I have a lot of money on here, and I have a very small position. That's why. I'm on cross margin. I'm not on isolated. So it will literally take all the money out of my account. I could get wrecked for hundreds of thousands of dollars if that trade actually did get liquidated, but it's such a small position, right? So cross margin will liquidate everything. That's why the liquidation price is so dang high. Okay, so here we are on TradingView. As you can see, we have this key area right here around $74,000, right? It was resistance twice. If we lose the green box, it is not looking the best. Now, keep in mind, all right? And we must, not only is it at $74,000 level, it's also a value area high. Let's just keep in mind here what we have. We have something quite interesting, which is Saturday's low. Saturday's low was put in down here at 70,200, and oftentimes these lows are quite fickle. They are quite fickle, all right? So, if we start to lose 74-ish, which we're at right now, we could see a fast move down to 71,000, the back test of the value area high. And if we're coming down to 71,000 back test of value area high, we need to keep on the table the fact that we could swipe the liquidity from Saturday at 70,200 for either a swing failure pattern. Remember, tomorrow, guys, FOMC, very volatile. So either a swing failure pattern of these lows, and not only is that an important low, but if we take the volume profile of this little bull flag chunkaroo, you can see that we would come right into the high volume node of that bull flag chunkaroo. You guys see that? So basically, we have nothing but stop losses, all right? Basically, everybody who was leverage longing, trailing their stop losses, adding to their positions, like your boy, Jay Casper, who got out. I'm already out of that, right? I'm already out of that. But everyone who's been long, trailing their stops here, could very easily get wrecked on this move, take the liquidity from Saturday, and actually bounce from this high volume node. This could happen if we lose the green box at 74,000. Right? Remember, we'd be coming back inside the value area high of this whole range. Sorry, not that range. Yeah. What range was I looking at just a second ago? This one. Yeah, so from the bull flag chunkaroo to our present time, we'd be coming right below that value area high. And then the reality is the highest probability would be we actually come back down to this box here. All right, now, once we are inside this box, all right, we must, if we want to see higher prices, this box must hold, because if it doesn't hold, now we're back inside this fair value zone, and then the highest probability actually becomes a move back down to the bottom of the range. Now, we don't have to worry about that quite yet, my friends. We don't have to worry about that just quite yet, because, well, it hasn't happened yet. And there's also low time frame price action that we could look at and we could trade, and the trend could be our friend until the end. And maybe the end isn't for a long time, right? Maybe the end is not around the bend, right? We can pretend like the end is around the bend. It makes for good YouTube content. Oh my goodness, epic warning, Bitcoin going to zero. We could pretend like the trend will never end. Also makes for some epic content. $200,000 Bitcoin by tomorrow. Make sure to click and subscribe. Make sure to buy my course. You know? But, yeah, but this is a higher term time frame stuff. If we're actually going to get a fake out here, which, again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, because the last time I thought it was going to happen, it didn't happen. Yeah, I shorted, but I longed, all right? And, again, we shorted again in the Casper crew. And we longed on no, we longed on Sunday. We longed that Sunday low right down here. We longed here on Sunday. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it could happen, and we need to be aware of it because really market structure is king. And if we are now closing candles back in here, that's really not a good look. Especially after everything that's happened here, especially after the test 1, the test 2. If we cannot hold this again and maintain this bullish kind of channel structure, then it's really not a good look because we are in a bear market. And once the daily time frame tops out, guys, once we get a red dot-a-roo on market cipher B on the daily, that's gonna mark a top. All right, that's gonna mark top. Look what happened in the last red dot here. It actually gave us 1, 2, 3, 4 días de downside. Los 4 días de downside. Dios, I think that really changes the meaning. But yeah, we get that wave here, and that could really give us multiple days of downside, right? Let's also just check out something here. Yeah, the good news is we wouldn't have a hidden bear div on the daily, but when you get that red dot, here's the thing: if you know, we don't hold any of these supports here, and the red dot starts to print and confirm, and we're down here, expect to move back down to the bottom of the range very clearly. Let's go to our 12-hour. Okay, we've got a red dot on the 12-hour. Could give us a little bit of downside, to be honest, and to be fair. Let's see this red dot here. Yeah, I mean, look, maybe we get a bear div here. Maybe honestly, maybe we do come down, we back test, we hit our target at 80K, and we get ourselves a nice upside down, uneven butt cheek pattern. You have that big left butt cheek, and then that skinny right butt cheek right here. Of course, it's upside down, right? So you got the legs coming out, you got the body right here with the arms, and you got the head right here. See how it looks like a person upside down, uneven butt cheek, bearish divergence, right? But yeah, so I'm pretty neutral, to be honest with you. I understand the weekly and especially the 2-week. The 2-week has massive upside potential here, like massive upside potential. But we start forming bearish divergence and tops on the daily, we have to expect a move to the downside. And because we are in a downtrend, guys, we have to expect that, you know, we will probably make a new low. We'll come into the 50s, right? That's currently how I'm looking. That's currently how I'm trading. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to the 1 hour and just see what's going on the 1 hour. So within the context of these more macro levels, I'd say locally, we have this, right? We pull from Saturday's low to our present day high, and then we also pull from our present day high to the current low. And I would say, like, you know, New York's going to open in 15 minutes. I would be very much so interested in, you know, we do have a sideways range right here to trade, guys, right? We have a sideways range right here to trade for days. We trade the range for days. We'll see. We actually even did bounce from the local 786 right there. Wow. We got a little bit of bounce from the 786. That's a nice level, if I don't say so myself. You know? What the heck just happened here? Did you guys? Did we lose music? Did we lose music? Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Let's see. We got some good songs in here. Right on time. All right. Yeah, so let's see what happens as New York opens. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull a ray. I'm going to go ahead and pull a ray here, because New York's going to open in about 15 minutes. Let's pull a ray, and let's connect these lows here. All right. And let's also pull a ray and connect these highs. I'm just curious to see what we got going on here. We've got the volume, the high volume node. Yeah, so I'd say New York opens ideally for a nice trade. We come down, we take the liquidity from these lows. We get a fake out, bounce from the golden pocket, get to move back up. Or if New York gives us a good pumperoo, we could also look to come up here. And if we see some bearish signs, we could take a short from the top of the range, lower high kind of deal. We'd also want to see some confluence with the dang order flow. But you know what? Here. Man, I should have listened to you guys last night. Everyone says, Jay, you should short. And I said, look, I have no entry. I have no trigger. I finally got a trigger last night, which obviously by the time I got a trigger, it's a really big stop loss there of about 1.3%. So I dipped my toes in. And I'm hoping, honestly, if I'm going to get a short setup today, I'm hoping to come back up to the box, which is now my entry, right? And I would look to add, you know, up to $400,000 onto this short trade here. You know, I should have listened, but again, and this short is mostly, how do I even say it? It's kind of it's a psychological, taking this short trade for me last night before I went to sleep, I did it because my long trade had just gotten stopped out for 32,000 USD, all right? $32,000, and now I'm in no short trades. I'm still in 2 long trades. I'm like, you know what? If we dump tonight, let me risk like $1,500, right? Let me just risk $1,500 on this dang short trade just in case we dump. Like it's psychological. I don't know. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, there's no way I could, like, lose... obviously, I could lose a little money. But it was not a lot of money. And so, I either wake up tomorrow, and I've lost $1,500 of my $32,000. No big. I'm still up 30 grand. Or, I wake up, as I did, and I can... now I'm up another 3 grand, you know? So, let's see what happens here. As New York is about to open. You know, I do want to take a look also at the order flow. I do. I do want to take a look at the order flow. Let's put on Market Monkey here. Am I logged in? I hope so. Here we go. Let's see what's happened since the top. Just a big old decrease of open interest. Longs closing out, shorts slowly taking profits on the way down. All right. I'm sniffing for a position. I'm sniffing for a position. All right. We got ourselves this kind of trend line as well. Let's come back to TradingView. Let's go to the 6-minute here. Yeah, let's go to the 6-minute. Let's put on some levels here. We got a CDW. I think New York's probably going to pump us because we bounced from the 786. Let's check out Market Cipher B. I mean, we have some nice bullish div here, actually, on the 6-minute. We have some nice bullish div on the 6-minute. All right. Really nice bullish div on the 6. Bullish div on the... No bullish div on the 12 yet, but if we come down a little bit lower, we could get some bullish div on the 12. You know? We could get some bullish div on the 12 if we come down a little bit lower. So yeah, New York's gonna open. Let's actually see what happens here, man. Let's take a quick look. We will take a quick look. All right, we got 7 minutes. Better eat your spinach. And you know what else I want to do? I want to do what Trader Geo and Crypto Crank do. I'm gonna start looking around at good old USDT dominance. You know, USDT Dom. Let's make the candle color purple and blue. And let's see what we got going on here. This is USDT dominance on the 4 hour. We're going to take it down to the 1 minute here. And we do have some bullish div. Interestingly enough. Actually, yeah, we had the bearishness. Now we got the bullishness. Very interesting. I'm just curious about this because I see other guys out there using this as a confluence, and so I'm trying to see what's up with this. You know, we got 6 minutes until NYO. NYO is another word for New York Open. All right, let's see what we got going on. We got to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat. I just want to remind you guys, Geo's astrology, not TA. Man, Trader Geo, I love that guy, man. He's putting it out there. He's keeping it real and raw. He's keeping it real and raw. Yeah, you can enter your KCEX ID in the channel, guys. So, yeah, you can enter in the channel. So, guys, essentially, what you're gonna do to join the scalping group is this: go into the Discord. The Discord. I'm gonna try and do my crypto impression. Just kidding, I can't do that. Go into the Discord, and whatever exchange you're trading on, whether it be KCEX, ANTARCTIC, or BLOFIN, enter your user ID, and you'll get exclusive fees. Well, you'll get the fees just for signing up, but you'll get exclusive access to my scouting group, where I will go live in here a few times a week. Right? A few times a week. All right, so go check it. Go check it. Check it. Check 1, check 2, baby. Check 1, check 2. And let's not forget, guys, in about, man, look at this USDT dominance with the CDW of the high right there, you know? That's interesting, because if this theory is right, we should be able to long Bitcoin right now, all right? If this theory is right, we should be able to long Bitcoin right now, you know? Because USDT dominance, we want to be the inverse of the Bitcoin, right? So, let's give it a test, all right? Let's give it a little bit of a test. All right, let's just give it a little bit of a test. just a test. It's a little bit of a test here. I'm just curious to see if that signal, and this is super risky because it's right before New York Open. All right. Let's give it a little bit of a test here. Now, again, I don't know how they're using it, all right? I'm just dipping my toes in here. Pre-New York Open, I'm just curious to see if a 1 minute CDW on USDT dominance would give us a move up here on Bitcoin. All right, now again, it's New York Open in 3 minutes, so typically this is literally the worst time to take a trade because when New York opens, we get the volume sucked in, and that gives us the move. All right. So I'm thinking what I would like to see as I'm here is I would actually like to come take the lows. I would like to come take the lows upon New York Open. And bounce into this trendline value area low. But I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see what would happen here. It looks like the 1 minute CDW is not a thing to be looking at right now. All right, I'm just doing a test here, guys. All right, let's see. Let's see. New York Open in 2 minutes. All right, New York Open in 2 minutes. Let's see. Liquidity grab, previous day low, then turn up, throw down tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, look, FOMC, guys, is going to be crazy, right? So I'm going to be live tomorrow for FOMC. The 18th of March, FOMC, federal funds rate. It's going to be wild, honestly. It's going to be wild. Wild. All right. New York's going to open in 1 minutes. Let's see how the test plays out here. Again, so far, actually, we CDW the high of USDT dominance on the 1 minute. Bitcoin is getting a bounce from the value area from the 786. So maybe when New York opens in 1 minute, we actually start with a pump. Let's see. All right, let's see. We got 1 minute. Let's see. All right. Again, this is just a test, guys. This is just a test. All right? Don't take it too serious. But New York is officially open for business. New York is officially open for business. Ladies and gentlemen, New York Open is officially here. All right. New York Open is officially here. It's looking pretty exciting so far. It's the Bears against the Bulls, the blue against the purple. The blue against the purple. Let's go, Bitcoin. Can we get a pump first? Is the USDT dominant CDW going to give us... Oh no, we see a massive blue candle on the USDT and a massive purple on the Bitcoin. It looks like our hopes and dreams of becoming multimillionaires during New York Open is coming crashing to a close. But wait, what is this I see on the horizon? A juicy blue candle pumping up. Big shout out to Trader Geo and Crypto Crank for the signal. Oh no! And it was a fake out. We've got a wick up and a wick down. The blue purple. The candle is struggling. We're going to go back to Trading View. We have local trigger anchor wave on the 1 minute market cipher B. But we did look at this though, USDT dominance with the big dumperoo. The question is, can we hold? Oh my goodness, a shooting star candle on the 1 minute. Let's go, baby. Let's see what happens here. New York Open, trying to front run the pump and dump. Let's see, can we front run the pump and yes! Yes, yes, baby. Yes, yes, go. Come on, Bitcoin. Do we have the 1 second time frame? Here we go. It's a fight. We're getting the pump on the 1 second time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see we have massive blue candles coming on in. We're up $92, $86. We got one little purple, but it's no use because the bulls are in control. USDT dominance pre-New York Open once again gives us the scalp. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? CDW 1 minute for USDT dominance. That's exactly what we were looking for. And we're getting the move. And we're up $240. We are pumping like a wild lady in distress. Oh my goodness, New York has opened. We are open for business. $350 US. Oh my goodness, $485. Oh man, we're up almost 500 USD, baby. Give it to me. Can you see? It's looking so juicy. Here we go on the 1 second time frame. We're getting a pump up. It's insane in the membrane. We'll switch it to the 1 minute. Better eat your spinach. Bitcoin coming in. You know you want to kiss this. Look at these profits. We're coming to the 786 for a little bit of a rejection. Will the Bitcoin price change direction? Let's go back to the 1 minute. Okay, we're rejecting from there. Now we've got bullish divs. All right. I'd say that we should close the trade. All right. Let's see if we can't flip into a short here. All right, because we got the bear divs here. We got the bear divs. All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We've got the bear divs on this time frame here. Let's see. I'm just testing out this here, guys. All right. This is not financial advice, but let's see what happens. We made a lower high. We're gonna hold the trend line, or maybe we get wrecked here. All right. Let's test it out. We've got this trend line here. All right. So we've got to wait and see what happens. Looks like your boy's getting wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Put too much on the trade as well. All right. 74.075. Oh my goodness. We've got to close out the trade in the event of a higher high. All right, let's see here. 74.03. We're just testing this out, right? I am just curious about this, you know? All right, let's go back to trading view. And let's see. Okay, so USDT is getting a pump. The 1 minute time frame. We have a bear div, like honestly, yeah. All right, here we go, baby, and we're up some money. And honestly, I have to de-risk this because I didn't mean to put that much on the trade. All right, I didn't mean to put that much on the trade. We're bouncing from support, so we gotta FOMO out. Oh crap! Oh crapperoo! Oh crapperoo! My goodness, we bounced from support, and I meant to mark it out. That's a shame. 'Tis a shame, 'tis a shame. I meant to mark it out, 'tis a shame. Late entry. Limit order not hit, but let's see how it goes. Oh, okay, limit order hit. Okay, that's fine. Now we're in $100,000. Exactly what we kind of wanted here. All right, we'll move the stop loss to the entry to lock in a profit. All right, we've got to make sure that we're locking in a bit of a profit here. Let's take another, we've got to mark it out. Take out another 20,000 US dollars, confirm. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. We target the lows. All right, we target the lows. Let's see if we can target the lows. Let's go back to trading view. My goodness. All right, so look, we've got the bearish divergences. I think we could come a little bit lower. And honestly, I'd be targeting the lows. Maybe we get into another long. All right, maybe we get into a long, coming back down, take the lows here. 73.5. All right. 73.5, we come down and take the lows. Maybe we flip long again. We'll have to wait and see. All right. But we are back testing support. We've got the bearish divergences. All right. Let's see. You weren't watching live. I'm sorry. Okay, well let's come on down. We're coming on down all around town. Coming on down all around town. All right. We're just dipping our toes in with this USDT dominance, but so far I like it. So far I actually like it quite a bit, you know? So far I like this USDT dominance stuff quite a bit, right? Look at this juicy bull div on the 1 minute here, juicy bear div on the 1 minute here. We just came up literally to the trend line and taking a little bit of a short. Money flow coming up though. Can we take the lows? If we can take these lows, I might look for another long trade, to be honest with you. Come on, Bitcoin, can we take the lows? Looks like maybe no. Let's check out order flow. I mean, we've got a little bit of bearish CVD here. Just a slight smidge. A smidge of bearish CVD. I mean, open interest is pretty flat. We've got the trend line. Smack dab into the middle. Smack dab into the middle. Let's see. Come on. It looks like the money flow's curving up on the 1 minute. Let's getting a little bit of a rollover from the support resistance flip here on USDT DOM. All right, let's go to the 5 second. Let's see on the 5. 5 second. Honestly, gave us a nice bullish divergence. I think I'm going to close the short. All right. I think I'm going to take a long. Ah, what a late entry. My goodness. Horrible, horrible late entry. I should have done it sooner. All right, yeah, because we have some 5 second bullish div here. 73,763. Really? That's going to be a big loss. Man, all right, well, hang on. I'm not going to risk that much. I'm going to YOLO it here. I'm going to just YOLO it and hope for the pump, all right? I'm going to YOLO it and hope for the pump, baby, because we've got the rollover on the 5, and we've got the bullish div on the 5. Oh, man. Late entry, but the idea is valid. We're up $100. Here we go, baby. We're pumping. Yes, yes, we're pumping, baby. We're pumping. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Now, make sure... You have to make sure you click the market out button. All right, let's lock in a teensy, incy, wincy profit here. Because, again, we had to YOLO it. Remember, we had to YOLO this. We had to YOLO it. All right, here we go, baby. We're YOLOing, but we're up. We're up. That's 3 in a row. 3 scalps in a row. Guys, this is what I'm going to be doing live in my private group. If you sign up using my dang, you know, if you sign up using my dang link, you can get access to my private group where I'm going to do this in a private Discord. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wow. The pump is real. The pump is real. Man, I hate how KCEX is defaulting to a freaking limit order. That's not what I want, man. I want a market order. It used to default to a market order. That's the thing. It used to default to a market order, and so I'm used to that, all right? I'm used to that. All right, we hit the upper trend line once again. Crap. Let's see. USDT, CDW. All right, let's close it out. Let's come back over to the trading view. All right, we hit that trend line again. Let's see what happens here with the USDT. We have a little bit of a bull div. Let's wait and see. Man. Guys, when you're limiting out, when you're closing these trades on KCEX, there we go. Okay. On KCEX, guys, make sure to, you know, really use the market order, because the fees are so low. Look at this. I'm marketing in, marketing out. Let's see here. If we come up and take this high, that would be pretty juice. But we just took these highs here. All right. One more time. One more time. It is a little inconvenient here, to be honest. It is a tad bit inconveniente. All right, we're up 150 bucks. Now market, click market, close, boom. All right, that's what you gotta do. Click market and close, boom. All right, we're up 100 bucks again, baby. That's 4 for 4. All right, we are scalping this action right now, baby. We are scalping this action right now, baby. Shouts to KCEX. All right. All right. Shout out to Alex, though. Alex, I'm sorry for streaming while you stream, bro. I'm sorry for streaming while everyone streams. Look, I'm in a weird place right now in life, and I used to try and, like, not stream when other streamers are streaming, but I gotta do what I gotta do right now, man. I feel bad. I'm sorry, bro. You know, I'm sorry. Guys, make sure to go subscribe to Alex O, because he's out there in the trenches doing it every single day. All right? Every single dang day, Alex O, he don't play. Every day, Alex O, he don't play. All right, let's come on down. Let's see if we can't take the lows, baby, on New York Open. Can we take the lows on NYO? All right. Here we go. I've signed up for all 3 exchanges prior to your code. You're fooked. No, you're not fooked, man. You're not fooked. All right. You could just pick one. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's see. I gotta put on. My 1 minute time frame here. It's looking actually pretty good, I think. Did we take the? We didn't take the low on Bybit. We did not take the low on Bybit, unfortunately. Unfortunately, crap. We have juicy bullish divs though. All right, FOMO. Let's see. Come on, baby. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, crap, crap. Crap, crap, crap. We should have waited to take the low. Stop loss order, what do you know? Should have waited to take the low. We got the stop loss order, what do you know? But check it out over here. Trading View, listen, my dear. We got a little bit of a bull div. Uh-oh. Crap. All right. All right. That's a loss. All good. All right. You know, my stop loss was in a bad place. All right. Stop loss in a bad place. All right. We'll close this one out. Ah! Crap. Oh, man. User malfunction. User malfunction. Man. Let's see if we can't... Ah, man, I really messed up that long right there, didn't I? I messed up that long, did I not? I messed up that long. Ah, man. I should have longed it. Instead, I wasted money. I wasted my money. But we did all right. We did all right, okay? Oh, man. Oh, you know, I should have just waited there. You know, look, you got to be quick with these scalps, you know. All right, let's pull a fib here. Let's pull a fib here. Maybe we can take the low. All right. Why didn't I leave the short open the rest of the day? Well, it's because I'm short over here. And I actually don't know if we're going down. We might come up first. But I'm still in this short over here, right? I closed my trade last night. I made my 32 grand. All right. I made my 32 grand from the trade I gave in real time in the Casper crew on Friday. All right. And so I am in a little bit of a short trade, about 100,000 USD. I'm up right now about 3 grand. You know, I'm up right now about 3 grand. All right. So guys, we took 5 trades just during this live stream. All right. We are up right now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up $500 just trading literally the 5-second and the 1 minute. And man, it's a shame about the long trade here, guys. It really is. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Now we're back in the middle of the range. Here's the user error. All right. I'll be honest with you guys about the user error. I put too big of a position size on because I didn't calculate in advance how much money to put on the trade. So I just kind of estimated. I ended up putting like $200-something thousand on the trade, which is I didn't want to risk that much here because I'm trying to trade with $100,000 positions, right? And so I used my stop loss too high. I should have put it under the low, right? This is how the psychology will mess with you when you're risking too much money, right? You're risking too much money, so I put my stop loss here instead of under the low. And so, of course, I get stopped out for a loss, and then price goes in my direction anyway, because I was right about the analysis, but I was wrong with the psychology, right? Because I didn't want to risk that much money, so I was scared, so I had a tight stop, which I knew was the wrong stop. All right. And I even missed the fact that we're bouncing from the golden pocket right now, right? Let's go back to trading view. That could have been a scalp right there from the golden pocket. All right. Could have been a scalp from the GP, baby, but let's see, actually. Man, see, this is what got me in. The money flow is actually looking really nice here. All right. So I'm going to put a $50,000 trade on. All right, to just use my good risk. My stop loss goes 73,673. We're risking 50 bucks of our 500. Let's see. All right. Because here's the thing. If this really is a bounce from the golden pocket here, then yeah, this is valid. All right. And if not, then we look to take the low. All right, we're out. So I'm not upset about that trade because it had a valid plan with valid risk. The other one, flopping and groping. So now I am looking to take out some of these lows. Actually, I would actually much rather prefer to take out 73,512. All right. So we've taken the trades today. All right, 4 wins, 2 losses. Let's see if we can get another win. And all right. Let's see if we can't go for that overall low. Big breakdown. All right, easy risk. And we're out. Crap. All right, I'm done. I'm done for the day with the scalps. All right, I'm done for the day with the scalps. Alrighty. Well, it's time to get back to some regular analysis here. As we have come down, we are bouncing from the trend line. Actually, we are bouncing from the trend line. You know what? We're bouncing from the trend line. Let's see what happens from this trend line bounce here, guys. I actually think we might be able to get a little bit of a move up from here. If we can reclaim the 73,544, we could definitely see some upside potential here. All right, but I can't be entering any positions unless we do that. All right, so let's see. I think we can do it. All right, I think we could do it. I think we can. Let's see. Oh, wait. All right, so our trades here so far, we took some losses, we took some wins. All right, so we ended up with $400 lost and $450, 5, 6, 7 in the green. So we're up like $400 on the scalps. Let's see if we can't get a move above the trend line. If we do, I might actually go for a bit of a long. Let's go to trading view. We have nice bullish div here. Let's put on our... we don't have bearish div here. That's the thing. On USDT dominance, we would need to lose 7.38%. And that's what we would need to lose here. Yeah. So let's wait and see, because nothing's happened yet. All right. De nada. De nada, de nada, de nada, de nada. By the way, guys, my scalping group is live. If you sign up to KCEX or BLOFIN or ANTARCTIC, you can get private access to my scalping group in the Casper Crew free Discord. All right, sign up to the free Discord, link in the description. And you can input your user IDs here in these channels here. All right, KCEX, ANTARCTIC user ID or BLOFIN user ID, and then I will be live streaming in the Discord instead of on YouTube. All right, a few times a week. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, we're struggling. This is support resistance flip right here, guys. You know, you can see that. The SR flipperoo. All right, I'm going for a little bit of a long here, guys. All right. All right, let's see. Over on BLOFIN. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we can't go for the highs. All right. Let's see if we can't go for the highs. I'm cautiously dipping my toe in here. All right. Let's see. We can't go for the highs. All right. My trades on BLOFIN haven't taken too many lately, but this is all we got. This is all we got on BLOFIN the past few days. Now we got another trade open, baby. 200K. Taking it easy. 200K, just taking it easy. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can't go for the high now. We're gonna set our TP 74,226. All right. 74,226, and we'll take out half the position. All right, let's see. We're gonna try and make 1,300 bucks. All right, let's see what we can do. Do I like new jobs? What's new jobs? What is new jobs? Man, I want to just go straight up from here. Like, I want to go straight up from here. I want to break through this resistance. I really want to close a candle above that. So let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to de-risk. All right. I'm gonna have to de-risk it, guys. All right. I've de-risked now because I'm scalping. So when you're scalping, you got to take your money. Ain't no room for a swang when you ain't got that strang. No room for a swang when you ain't got that strang. All right. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but here's the thing. I might be able to add if we come back down and bounce from the golden pocket. We'll look for some kind of bullish thing, but when you're scalping, guys, you got to take your dang money and run. Assume the market will move against you. We're up right now. If this gets stopped out, we will be up $200. So we'll be up $600 during this live stream if this gets stopped out. All right. Let's check out Market Monkey. Market Monkey, Market Monkey. You see what we got going on Market Monkey. Big decrease of OI. I don't even know what that means, guys. I don't even know what that means. Jason Casper, what a fool. Okay, so, you know, this could turn into something nice if the USDT dominance puts in a lower high, okay? So, we'll pull the fib on the USDT dom. Bitcoin coming down to the golden pocket. USDT dom coming up to the golden pocket. Let's see what happens here. All right. I'm tempted to add to the trade, but we didn't come to the pocket yet, so let's see. If we start making a higher high, I will add to back to the trade again, okay? Let's see. Got to have that scalp mentality, guys. You've got to have that scalp mentality when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. All right, we're making a higher high. So I'm gonna add to the, oh, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it yet. When the market's going with you, you can add to positions. All right, when the market's going with you, you can add to positions. If the market's going against you, you gotta wait for it to show you it's on your side. And once it's on your side, you can get a little crazy with it. That's the thing, like, once you're guaranteed to make a little money, just wait for some confirmation. Wait for some dang confirmazione. All right. We still may create a higher high today. Front running the FOMC meeting. Yeah, es posible. Scalp or be scalped. Honestly, guys, in these market conditions, you must scalp or be scalped. That is no joke. That is no joke. All right. Like, I've been trading with the mentality that the trade is going to go against me. That's not true. I've taken some ones where I've kind of risked it lately. When I'm trading that big account that I'm using for swing trading, not swing trading, I'm using more for like day trading. But, all right, we're at the pocket. This is the make it or break moment for the Bitcoin, okay? Let's go back to trading view. Okay, so yeah, we're at the pocket on both. All right. We're at the pocket. Let's go to the 5 second here. Yeah. Let's see. 786 bounce. It's not looking the best. This is really where it needs to happen, guys. We need to get a bounce from this area. Otherwise, we will get malaria from the area. If we don't get a bounce from this area, I don't mean to scare you, but we're going to get malaria from the area. And I don't mean to scare you, but we will get malaria from the area if we don't get a bounce. And I don't mean to scare you. Okay, I don't mean to scare you, but we might get malaria from the area if we don't get the bounce. So we got a little bit of a bounce. I added $50,000 to the trade here. It's not looking the best, but if we can break this, then I think we might be gravy. If not, then this will close me out for a let's see here, for a $100 profit. Okay, let's see. Like, you know, we're already up 400, so at the worst case scenario, we'll be up 500. Right, we'll be up 500 on the day, on the session. Cannot complain about that for like small scalps, right? Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. Yeah, it's looking a little bit dicey, but let's see what happens, all right? Let's see what happens, all right? I'm pretty transparent with your trades. Take a loss like a champ. I mean, look, guys, I'm literally just scalping here. It is what it is. Like, this is just what I do. You know, when I feel like it. Like, I love to scalp Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. I didn't even think I was going to scalp today. It started out with just testing out this thing that Crypto Crank and Trader Geo do, and then I just was in the flow. Once you're in the flow, you keep scalping until the flow is over, and then you stop. This is going to be my last scalp trade, I think, for the day here. You know, come on, Bitcoin, come on, baby. Can we get a little bit of a pump? Can we get a little... Ooh, wow. Man, a beautiful woman just gave me the eyes from across the... Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. We're starting to get the pumperoo. We're starting to get the pump... Oh, no, swing failure pattern of the eyes. Let's go to Trading View. No, we didn't take the high on Trading View. I mean, on Bybit. Bybit's all that counts here. I think this is looking kind of nice. I don't like the 5 second money flow. All right, let's see what we can get here, guys. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. All right. 73,623. All right, we've got a partial stop loss down here. And this limit long, we must change, all right? We must change to make it this. Can we go for the highs? Can we go for the highs? Can we go for the highs, my darling? Yeah, look at this, guys. We're up about 800 smackaroons. All right, we'll trail the partial. We'll trail the partial. Trail the partial, stop loss. Lock in those profits, baby. Trail the partial, lock in the profits. We got Big Bets 28 in the house. Big Bets 28, you in here? Oh, no, she's not in here, but Crypto Coons is making mention of her. All right, let's see what happens. All right. We hit a partial stop. All right, not to be concerned, because that's all part of the plan, man. All right, that's all part of the plan. We're flipping support in, flipping resistance into support. Again, when you're scalping, guys, you have to take profit. Like, you cannot get greedy with the scalps. As soon as you get greedy with the scalps, you're going to lose everything. Don't get greedy with the scalps. Assume the market's going to go against you. All right. All right. We're up right now 5 plus. Let's see here. What did we do today on KCEX? We did it on KCEX, baby. 3, 455, 6, 750. Down to 5, 4. All right, so like we're 325, I guess. I'm just doing the math in my head. 325 on KCEX and 500. We're up 875. $875. How long have I been streaming? About an hour. $875 an hour. Can't do that at a 9 to 5. Can't do that at a dang 9 to 5. Now, worst case scenario, I end up with $650 in an hour. Can't be pissed. I mean, honestly. Now, if I was scalping with some more money, I might be up $6,000. But I wasn't in the mood to scalp with big money. I wasn't even planning to scalp today. Shout out to Mind Pillar Markets, who's a mod. You're a mod? That's cool. I didn't know you were a mod. Alright. Today I've eaten the total calories of a little Asian man would eat in a week. I'm a machine. That's cool, BBL Hotline. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, so we're up $800 in the hour, live. All trades taken live. Everything shown, wins and losses. I have a scalping group I'm starting in my Discord. If you want to join, where I'll be doing this in a private group multiple times a week, go to my free Discord, link in the description, and you need to sign up either for KCEX, BLOFIN, or ANTARCTIC. Enter your user ID in these channels, and you'll get access to the scalping live stream section in my Discord. All right. So I do plan to still scalp live on YouTube, but mostly YouTube is going to be reserved for higher term time frame stuff and for streaming like high time frame analysis. All right. Now the scalp group is not the same as the VIP. The VIP Discord is where I give like all my trades, like my not just my scalp trades, but my higher term time frame plans and all that kind of stuff. All right. So they're different. If you're in the VIP Discord, you get everything. If you're just in the scalp group, we get a few sessions a week of live scalping, just like what we did today. We're up $875. Now, here's the thing. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. We might have lost $800. We might have lost $10 million. I don't know. What do I know? All right. See, this is why you always take profit, guys. This is why you must always take profits. All right. You must always take it to pee. You must always take it to pee. Otherwise, the market will turn against you. Shout out to Alex O. Jay, I think your previous thoughts on the retrace to 71.8 is in play today. I'm short. Looking for that level to get tagged today. How much for the VIP Discord? $65 a month. I think that's an amazing value. We have 3 instructors live trading multiple times a day for all market open sessions, Asia, New York, and London. We trade not just crypto, but we trade traditional markets as well, Forex and futures. And it's just the best dang vibes in the world in there, guys. You know, it's just the best dang vibes in the world in the Casper crew. I thought let runners run. Is this a lie? It depends on the context, man. So look, the runner is running right now. I'm scalping. I've taken $500 of profit. And the runner is running, bro. Like, this is the runner here. You have to make sure that you make money before you let that runner run. In a scalp mentality, in a swing trade mentality or a day trade mentality, it's different, right? Because you're honoring your risk management and all that. But, yeah, we are letting the runner run right now, right? I've made my money. Worst case scenario, I'm going to make 325 bucks. Best case scenario, I'm going to be making over $1,000, all right? This is the scalp mentality, all right? You got to grab what you can and then let the runner run. Don't let the runner run if you haven't made money. Step 1, don't lose money. Step 2, keep all your money. Step 3 is make money. And after step 3, step 4 is let the runner run. Step 4 is let the runner run. Before you get there, don't lose. Keep all your money. Make a little money. And then you can let your runner run. Because this market will rip you out. Shout out to Memory Man in the chat. Because a winner can turn easily into a loser. You know? We have a major shout out to our super chat in the house. You think it will run from here to a new all-time high, or do you think we drop immediately? Okay, well, for that, we need to get out of a scalping mentality and get back over to trading view. Oh no, we've got a bullish divergence on the USDT DOM. USDT DOM with a bull div here. So yeah, let's go ahead and just look at this. We got to go back to our higher trend time frame stuff, okay? So essentially, we are looking at this here, okay? Let's get out of our scalping little time frame. All right, we did bounce from the trend line. All right, this is hence the long trade, value area low trend line bounce. All right, value area low trend line bounce. But yeah, here's what I think. I think today we need to be aware of the following: the Fibonacci golden pocket at $75,000 backtest, and the Fibonacci golden pocket at 72.4, and then eventually coming back down to the $71,000 zone, where this would be like a major, this right here is the major level to look for the long trade. This is the major level, because when we zoom out, this is the backtest of value area high, plus the weekend low liquidity, right? And the major area for the short would be the golden pocket, because honestly, what would make this golden pocket short even nicer would be this: come down and bounce from the golden pocket, because then we would change into bearish market structure. And also that would move the golden pocket to this previous support resistance flip right here, which then we could look for something like this, right? So right now, my preferred scenario for the day is actually something like this. As far as like the day trading goes, would be something like this. And then at this area, I would look for, honestly, it would be something like this. This is my preferred scenario right now. We come down, we get a bounce, all right? And then we come up, we get a drop, and then we get a bounce, and this bounce is either going to give us a new all-time high, you guys know what I mean, either give us a new high, or it's just going to continue with bearish market structure. I would expect a bounce from taking the weekend low, and maybe we just roll over and come back into the range. If we come back into the range, all right, this short trade here now becomes a swing short. The winner that you're holding to let it run now becomes a swing short, because now we have fallen back inside the range, and now we would honestly have to target back down toward the bottom, which would be around 60K. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, come on, Bitcoin. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yeah, the golden pocket moves, bro. The golden pocket is a percentage retrace. Salty T8. The golden pocket is a 61.8% retracement of the move, right? So if this is our move from our low down here, and then we start to come up to our high, right? The golden pocket is giving you a 61.8% retracement, right? So from the low to the high, is what percent of this initial move have we retraced, right? This is 100% right here. If we come down to here, this is 61.8%, this is 78.6%, right? Now, the reason why it moves is because, let's say we come up instead, we come up to here. Well, now, the move that's in question is a much larger move than it was before. So the golden pocket now needs to be pulled up here, right? To get a 61.8% of that move, right? So, yeah, it's depending on the price action. We're looking at percentages of moves that have happened in the past. So, bigger move, it requires a bigger fib, right? Actually, check it out, guys. All right, check it out here. All right. Check it out. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to playlists and check out the free course and also the day trading full guide. Check out Fibonacci 101. All right. This will help you with the fibs. All right. This will help you with all the fib stuff. And also I have a session also in the free course right over here. Day trading full guide. Oh wait, that's the one I already showed you. Whoops. Check out the free course here. I think I have one on fibs in here as well. Yeah, how to trade using Fibonacci. Check this stuff out. Check all this stuff out, guys. If you want to learn how to trade and do the stuff I'm doing here, go check out the free. It's free. All right. You know, it is free. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's check out all our stuff here. USDT. Nice, guys. USDT DOM. Making a lower low. Well, not yet, but rolling over, making a lower high. Lower high, lower high. And we've made a lower low. And Bitcoin's making a higher high. Gotta love this USDT dominance stuff. All right. Now, this is key. Right? Can you imagine we just do all that to build liquidity and then swing failure pattern? Can you imagine? That would be so funny. It would be so funny. But nonetheless possible. Funny but possible. Let's go back here. Oh no, because we do have bearish divergence. We do have bearish divergence on the 1 minute. Oh no. And we do have bullish divergence on the 1 minute. Oh no. Crap. Let's go to the 5 second. 5 second is dancing on the line, baby. Let's go to a high time frame. Let's get some like. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. The 12 minute has a bullish divergence. Money flow looks like Garbaggio. This is what I'm thinking. I think we got to move up. I'm thinking maybe we actually can get a short from around 74.4. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Like, let's get a little bit of a move up, 74.4. Get a little bit of a short going. You know. Let's hit our take profit, eh? Our take a profit, eh? Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. What are you even doing, my friend? What are you even doing? Come on, man. Don't lose the level. Don't lose the level. Bitcoin base. No treble. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there's a golden pocket here. Watch this. Right above. Right above. Oh well, man, all that for this, huh? Let's see, the 12 minute, let's go to the 6 minute. Guys, I feel like we can get some upside here, honestly, just based on our 6 minute. I feel like there's still some upside here. I feel like we can come back to toward the top of the range. The 1 minute is concerning here. I'm not gonna lie, the 1 minute is quite concerning. the USDT dominance, bullish divergence is quite concerning here. Okay, it actually does look like bad on the low time frames, but the medium time frames are looking decent. Our 6-minute time frame here, money flow getting higher, momentum getting higher. Let's just wait and see what happens here with this, all right? Yeah, let's wait and see what happens with this. All right. Major shout out to Divine Hood. You're doing great scalping, super low time frame, making me want to scalp more. Yeah, I mean, scalping's great, right? I mean, you know, I love scalping. It's you don't have to worry as much. I mean, you don't have to worry about missing a trade. You don't have to worry about there being no trades. You know, is 80K still in play? It is popping 1994. It is still in play. So essentially, for 80K to still be in play, we must hold our major support, which is this. All right, this green box, we have to hold the value area high of the macro range. All right, if we do this, then 80K is still in play. All right, but right now we do need to be aware of a lower high potentially coming in at around 74.4-ish, right? Basically taking the liquidity here. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, baby. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. Come on. What's the market maker going to do? We're back testing this as resistance now. It's not looking the best, to be honest, to be fair. All right, it's not looking the best, to be honest, to be fair. We need the pump song. Yeah, I don't know if the pump song is going to save us right now. But all right. Always a trade on the 1 minute. Yeah, that's true. I mean, how many did we take today? 6, 7. We took 7 trades in an hour. Shout out to the real King Solomon. Shout out to the real King Solomon. Get out. He says get out. Look, here's the thing. You have to understand, guys. My strategy is follow the rules. What's the rules? The rules are, all right, here's the rules. Look at the AI camera. It follows me wherever I go. See that? The AI camera follows me. Here's the rules, guys. The rule number 1 is don't lose money. We check. Rule number 2, keep all the money you can. Same thing as rule number 1, basically. Check. Rule number 3 is make a little bit of money. Check. Rule number 4 is let the runner run in case of massive pump. See, here's the thing. If you've already made a little bit of money, no matter what, why would I close out the trade for a little bit of money? Right now, if I close out the trade, I've made a little bit of money. If I don't close out the trade, I made a little bit of money. If I keep the trade open, I'm either going to make a little bit of money or I make a lot of money. Those are my 2 options right now. A little bit of money, a lot of money. Great deal. Why would I close the trade? Then my only option is a little bit of money. We've already done that part. Once you've already made a little bit of money, let the runner run. You make it a little bit of money, you let the runner run in case you make it the bigger money. You make it the big money, you go outside. People say, look, it's the man who make it the big money. Let me get the picture with the man who are making the big money. Hey, I hear you're making the big money, man. Is that true? You say, yes, I'm making the big money. Of course I do. Look, you can tell by the way I have the chain around my neck. Pure gold. Right? I go around with the chain. The BLOFIN logo, by the way. Can you see my BLOFIN chain, baby? I go around with the BLOFIN chain to say, look, everybody, I'm the guy who make it a lot of money. It's me, the man who make it a lot of money because I let it run. I already don't lose the money. I already make a little bit of money. Now I'm making the big money. We need the pump song. Honestly, I feel like we do need a pump song right now. You know? Rule number 5, use that money for something good. Like it to blow in the chain. Getchy says, bro, stop. Bro, you are too cringe. Jason Casper is so cringe, my man. Here we go, baby. Now we're pumping. Now we're pumping right into the golden pocket. Can you even spot it? Coming out the closet. Jason Casper making profits. Coming out the closet. Jason Casper making profits. To the golden pocket. Can you even spot it? Alright, to the golden pocket. Jason Casper making profit. Can you even spot it? We tippy top it. Let's check out our dang trading view. Money flow looks like absolute crap on the 1 minute. No, I'm sorry. On the 5 second, it looks pretty good. I do think we probably. How much time we have left until this 12-minute candle closes? 6 minutes. I don't even know, guys. I feel like the medium time frames are telling us we can get a little bit more of a push to the upside here. All right, that's what I do honestly think. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we're at a golden pocket resistance here. Jay, we dropping? All right. Maybe we're dropping, bro. You know, maybe you're right and I'm wrong. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, guys. You know, I'm pumped up this morning. You know, I did trap bar deadlifts. 405. Did a set of 15, did a set of 12. Fried the glutes and the hamstrings. I did some T-bar rows. Upright position, focus on that upper back and traps. I did a set of weighted chin-ups. I did a set of weighted dips. I did some flies. I did some bicep curls. I did some tricep extensions. I'm pumped up, baby. Let's go. I'm feeling pumped up, baby. Let's go. All right, we're coming to the 786. Bitcoin price back to her old tricks. Jay Casper on the trades. You know he don't miss. Let's see what happens here, man. Yeah, that 6 minute time frame was keeping me in check. The 6 and the 12 keeping me in check, baby. You know. Let's see. Let's go back to trading view. We got our 12-minute confirmed in 4 minutes. Our 15-minute confirmed. We got these bull dips to give it. I think they can give us to the top of the range where we can look for a short, honestly. I think they can give us to the top of the range. Let's see. Let's pop up here. Let's pop up here. Let's see. We will have some nice bear divs at the top of that range. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? Jay Casper ain't playing. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Jay Casper ain't playing. Come up to the top of the local range. Look for a short. All right. Come on. Come on, bitty. How much weight in the chin-ups? 90 pounds. 90 pounds. For a clean set of 10. Clean. What about leg day? I did legs on Sunday. I did 275 back squat for a set of 13 high bar squat. Really trying to keep the quads in focus. Then I did some pause squats with 245. I like to do 4x6 with my pause squats. Then I do some Romanian deadlifts. And then I did some Bulgarian dumbbell split squats. And that was my leg day. Oh, I did some leg extensions as well. That was my leg day. Now, I like to work calves on my upper body days. Some people say I don't train calves at all. You might be right. How tall am I? I look like Goliath next to Sam Price. I know, that's so weird. I even asked my wife, am I really this tall? You know? Am I really that tall? This is a weird picture, by the way. You know, we both look kind of weird. It's like low resolution. But I'm 6'3", and what's weird is I never know. Like, am I really that much taller? I feel like I'm not. I feel like it's just the angle of the picture. Ah, come on, Bitcoin. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We front ran the 786. Maybe we didn't on Bybit. Let's check Bybit's the truth. No, we front ran on Bybit as well. So that means higher is likely. Look at this, man. Now we're pumping. Look at this. Now we're pumping. We're pumping, baby. We're doing it. Come on, baby. Let's hit this TP. Smash into the TP. Let's smash into the TP. I have to say that this is a good place to take a TP on the trade if you are if you're trading this, because we're hitting into a trend line, guys. Look at this. Look at this. We're hitting into a trend line. All right, it's definitely a good place to take a TP. I took a TP here over on Antarctic. I longed it on Antarctic as well when we got the blast off from the dang golden pocket retest. Shouts to Antarctic. All right, look at this, man. Look at this. All right, we got our $32,000 win. Right, we got our $6,000 loss from yesterday. All right, $6,000 loss from yesterday, guys. We got our $32,000 win. And now we've got a long and a short open here on Antarctic. And lock in a quick $2,000. Let's see what happens here, all right? Look at this. We are blasting off to the stratosphere, baby. Let's come back to our BLOFIN account, all right? Let's come back to our BLOFIN account, baby. Let's hit that take profit, all right? Let's hit that take profit. Man boobs. Yeah, it's not a good angle of me. I do look a little man boobish in that picture. I thought that to myself as well. You know? I think it's just the lighting. I feel like I look a little skinny. I feel like I look a little skinny in that picture. You know? I do have to say, this is AI edited. This is a little AI edited to take the writing off of my shirt here. Because I didn't want... What was on my shirt was a little bit inappropriate there. Oh, come on, man. You're gonna do me dirty like that? You're gonna do me dirty like that? Come on. But yeah, I feel like it doesn't... I feel like it doesn't... I feel like I don't look buff enough in that picture, you know? I feel like my arms don't look jacked enough, you know? It's just a bad angle. I feel like the delts don't look jacked enough in that picture, you know? You know? I feel like the traps... You know? Alright, you know what? We're gonna really do me dirty like this, Bitcoin. Let's check out TradingView. I think we can go for the highs. Alright, let's go for those highs. The highs in disguise. The highs in disguise. We didn't take it yet. 6-minute bear div. 3-minute, 1 minute. Money flow. Giving us away, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, guys. So, I have taken... How many trades here? We have taken... We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades during this live stream. We made 400 here. We made 500 here. We're up 9. And you know what? I think we're going to keep pumping, but I'm also going to... I'm gonna take some profits here, guys. All right, I'm gonna take some profits here. So we're up over $1,000 live. All right, this ain't no hindsight analysis. This ain't none of that. This is me literally come to the charts, scalping in the moment, baby. All right, we're up $1,000 now. I think that's pretty cool. I do. Of course, that doesn't include the grand I made on Antarctic. I didn't show that trade. I took it without showing it. Here's the thing. We are back testing this trend line right now. All right. So let's see what happens here. If we can hold this trend line, I think more upside es posible. Obviously, I'm not going to leave the stop loss down here. But yeah, let's see. All right. More upside es posible if we can hold this trend line. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Major shout out to Seek Parabolic, who shorted 74K, going to bed late in Australia and going to bed. Oh, shout out to you, Seek Parabolic. God bless you, man. God bless you. What would I do if I only had $100 to trade? I probably wouldn't trade. I'll be honest. If I only had $100, I would not trade. All right. You should not be trading, in my opinion, until you have a steady income source. All right. Unless you're already a full-time trader, in which case you have way more than $100. You should not be trading. I'm just going to be honest. Here's why. If you only have $100, okay, so let me rephrase that. If you're trying to become a full-time trader, if you only have $100, that's fine. That's fine. You should start to trade the same way as everyone else trades. You use good risk management, right? You use good risk management, and you take trades that you plan for, and you try and make gains over time, right? That's it. That's it. That's it, right? But if you are trying to become like a full-time trader, don't do it unless you have a steady source of income, right? Steady source of income for sure. People are like, I only got this much money. Like, how am I gonna make it in life? Honestly, I don't think you should be trading. You know, I know that's harsh, but trading is not a game for the people that have a little bit of money and are trying to make money, because as soon as your focus is on the money, you're going to start to lose everything. Like, as soon as your focus is on that money, you're going to start to lose everything. Seriously. Alright, let's see if we can't come up to this area here. The Golden Pocket, Fibonacci, Retrasamento. Alright. The Fibonacci Retrasamento. As long as we hold above 74,191, I think that's very much so within reach. The 5-minute money flow is telling us actually we're going to lose this level. 5-minute money flow says we're going to actually dip down a little bit. Let's see what's right, the 5-minute money flow or the 12-minute divergence. The 15-minute div, or even the 24-minute div. It's the 5-second against the 24. I'd say the 24-minute is going to win out on this one. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, look at this, guys. Look at this. Would you look at this? We are printing right now. This is obviously an area of potential resistance. Like, let's be honest. We got to be real here. Potential resistance. All right. If the 12-minute wasn't so bullish here, I would be very apt to short this. In fact, I think this technically is a valid short right now. This is a valid short right now. It's low risk. It's very low risk, right? But because we have this bearish money flow, it is valid. It's low risk because look at how tight the stop can be and it still be a valid stop. It's low probability, low risk. Low probability, low risk. I hope that makes sense. The probability that it plays out is low, meaning it's not likely to make money, but the risk is low, that it could be worth it. Because if you're only risking a 0.1% stop, then, you know, it's basically like nothing. Especially if you've been taking all these dang trades with me all day. But, you know, it's basically it would basically be a 5-second money flow divergence at a key, low time frame key level that would make this trade a thing, right? Low probability. Even if you put it up to a 0.2, still low risk, all that stuff. All right. Anyway, guys, here's the deal. All right. Like, subscribe, click the bell. God bless you in Jesus' name. I gotta head out, guys. I love you all. Peace.